Hello everyone, my name is Vince. Welcome to Yin Yoga. For this class, you'll need props like bolsters and blocks. Let's start by coming into a comfortable seated position. Awareness is being in the present moment. Awareness is not about trying hard, but about being. Awareness is not about the what, the how, the details. It's about just being conscious of what is. Everything that is unfolding. Wherever you are, whatever time it is, we are connected by being in this moment. Just be aware of your body. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of the thoughts and feelings. Be aware of the environment and our space. And as we stay here in awareness, try to be compassionate to yourself. As we are fully present in this moment, we appreciate everything about the present moment. You may wish to set an intention for your practice. Maybe answer why you pressed that play button, why you rolled up your mats. Whatever the intention is, try to keep it in your hearts as we try to be kind, be loving, be compassionate to ourselves. We'll slowly make our way to lie down on our belly. You can rest your forehead on your forearms. You can gaze to the right or to the left, wherever it feels right for the body. Notice how it feels to lie down on your belly. To soften the feet, the legs, to soften the groin, the belly, the chest, the arms, the hands, the neck and the face. Slowly take an inhale. We're going to peel our head, peel our chest, our shoulders off the mat. We'll lean our forearms in front of us. Elbows can be directly under the shoulders or can move away from you to make this easier, or closer to you. Come into what we call a Sphinx pose. Notice if this is comfortable or if you need some props. A few options for the props. If the bony area in front of your pelvis is causing you a bit of discomfort, you can place a pillow, a blanket under the pelvic area. If you feel you need support for the chest, you can try to place props under the chest and just lean here. If you want to support your forehead, if this is causing tension on the neck, you can just place a prop under the forehead and just relax here. Wherever you are, as long as you are feeling this back bend, this healthy stress in the lower back, you are doing the intention of the pose. We're trying to reverse the negative effects of slouching, of rounding our back, trying to do this back bend to put our spine in this opposite direction. Try to notice where you are feeling sensation in your body. And how can you be more compassionate to your body? Just allowing yourself to feel stiffness, tightness, allowing yourself to just feel exactly how you feel. Nothing that you need to change about yourself. Just accept and acknowledge how you feel. Give yourself permission to be. We don't always need to pretend to be strong, to be who we are not. Part of being compassionate and kind to oneself is also just allowing us to be, to feel, to be human. It's good to be able to live life as our real us. Sometimes we get lost along the way, and it's good to reconnect to who we really are. When we know who we really are, we are more aligned with our purpose. We feel more alive. We feel more meaning, more clarity, more focus. We appreciate ourselves and others. We appreciate our lives. This happens most especially when we don't play other people's parts and roles. We are just ourselves, and we allow our soul to unfold in our daily lives, in each moment that we are blessed with. Slowly we'll energize our hands, our forearms. If you have props under your body, you can slide them aside. We will use them again. We'll just slowly lie down on our belly again. We'll gaze towards the right shoulder, the right arm, and slowly swing the right knee up. Feel the release on the inner legs. And just gaze towards the right side as we rebound from that back bend. On your next breath, slowly draw the right knee back to center and draw the left knee up to the sides. We'll gaze towards the left elbow and just release the lower back here. Slowly take an inhale. We'll energize our hands, our arms, push our body to come up. Come into our all fours with our hips above the knees, shoulders above the hands. We'll try to bring the right leg forward. Right knee is below the right hand. Right ankle is below the left hand. See if you can slide the left knee further back. If there's a gap in between the right hip and the mat, you can place a prop under the right hip. Can you also place props like bolsters or blocks in front of you as we gently walk our hands away from us without dumping any weight on our right knee? We will slowly come down on our forearms. Slowly see if we can rest our chest, our head on the prop. Try to just surrender, soften, and let go without engaging our muscles. Just allowing ourselves to really sink our body weight being pulled by gravity. Allow your spine to round and notice the stress that is penetrating very, very deep into that right hip. Try to be aware of feelings, sensations. Watch the mind, just try to recognize that you are thinking. Just be aware, not attaching, not judging. Try to surrender and release. Don't put up any fight, any struggle with any feelings, any thoughts. Just watch all of these as part of our humanness. And as we observe our humanness, we will notice patterns, how our mind affects our emotions, how our emotions affect our body. How breath connects all of these. Notice your slow, steady breaths. Take an inhale. We'll slowly place our hands on the mat or on the floor. Walk the hands closer to you. And we'll see if we can try to allow our head to reach towards the sky. Feel the compression in the lower back. Now slowly, with your hands on the mat, try to lean on your hands, arms, and left knee. And we'll slowly try to bring our right knee behind us and then make our way to vertebrae by vertebrae, lie down on our belly. Excuse me, Pepper. You can rest your forehead on your forearms. Rest the hips. Rest the glutes, the areas that we targeted. And when you're ready, slowly peel your head, chest, shoulders off the mat. Place your hands on the mat in front of you. Straighten the arms if this is accessible for you. We'll come into our seal pose. If this is too intense and the body is not ready, you can come down on your Sphinx pose, resting on your forearms, maybe using props available to support your body. Wherever it feels right, you can fold a pillow, just rest your head. You can place that pillow in front of the chest. Just rest here. If you're on your seal pose, just try to soften the feet. Try to soften the legs. Try to soften the muscles of your body, the torso. Feel the stretch in front of your belly, in front of your body. Feel your weight on the hands. And just relax and keep the shoulders away from the ears and relax the neck, relax the face. Notice how we're able to work on your deeper tissues here in the lower back, in the spine, our ligaments, our joints, our deep fascial networks, our bones. All of our tissues are very, very important. So they need to be exercised so that we can achieve optimum health and vitality. Yin Yoga is characterized by awareness, acceptance, nourishing, allowing. Really trying to tap into the more passive side of our being. When we always are on our aggressive side, it leads to burnout. Here we try to soften, we try to relax. Slowly come down on your forearms. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, we'll rest our head on our forearms, but we face towards the right side as we draw our right knee up to the sides. Try to rest our spine. On your next breath, slowly bring the right knee back to center. Draw the left knee up to the sides. Gaze towards the left. Rest your right ear, right temple, facing the left side of your mat. Slowly energize the hands, the arms. We'll push our body to come up into our all fours. We're going to place our left leg in front of us, left knee behind the left hand, left ankle around where the right hand is. We'll move our right knee as far back as possible. And again, if there's that space, that gap in between the left hip and your mat, please place a prop. Try to place bolsters, blocks, pillows in front of you. And slowly we'll fold forward and down on our forearms. We'll support our belly, our chest, our head. We'll rest and surrender with the full support of our prop. The present moment is what connects us all. The energy that flows within each one of us is also our connection. We are all connected with each other. In the way that we are able to tie up this connection is through love. The love in our hearts expressed through being present, through gestures, through our touch, our smile. We can only share this love when our cups are full, when we're able to give ourselves this love. This is another characteristic of this practice of self-love. Spending time with ourselves, investing time with ourselves, getting to know ourselves. And when we get to know ourselves, we get to draw out the best of ourselves. Ideally, we just always compare ourselves with how we were yesterday. Comparing ourselves with others will never sustainably benefit us. Sometimes our basis for our confidence is how better or less we are compared to others. But it's called self-confidence, which means the basis is ourselves. Similar to self-esteem, the basis is within, not from others. Slowly take an inhale. Place the hands in front of you. Walk the hands closer to you. Try to bring your torso upright. Imagine the crown of your head reaching towards the wide expanse above. Notice the breath. Notice the body. Slowly, you're going to lean on your hands and the right knees. We'll slowly swing our right leg back. Bring the toes together. Knees wide apart. We'll come into our child's pose. You can place a prop like a pillow, a bolster in between the heels and your buttocks so that you can sit on the heels. You can relax the buttocks. You can rest your head on the mat in front of you, or you can rest your forehead on your forearms, or maybe the left forearm and extend the right arm in front of you, or maybe rest on the right forearm. Whichever feels comfortable, whichever feels right. Whichever way you can really surrender, rest, and relax here. Try to make this the most restful child's pose that you can do. Feel the massage in your belly. Feel the healthy stress on the hips. Just relax. Notice your breath. Notice your body. There's no energy of doing. It's just surrendering. Breathing into each sensation. Cultivating silence, stillness. Where else in your body can you introduce softness? Comfort and support. The focus of this practice is to relax. So if you're struggling, if you're striving too much, it's not really relaxing. What are the characteristics of relaxation? Resting, softening, letting go of tension, releasing. Again, be kind to yourself, be compassionate to yourself, especially during these times. This is very, very important. Slowly take an inhale. Place the hands in front of you. Excuse me, Pepper. Now, can you come onto your all fours? And then can you place your right knee, your left leg, your left knee behind the right? Can you point the right foot to the left and point the left foot to the right? And then slowly walk the hands closer to you and try to safely and softly land in between the legs. Come into this shoelace pose. You can support your right knee with props like your block, your bolster. You can try to create space for the buttocks. You can lean on your feet and try to snuggle. Inhale, lift the arms up. Try to stretch the front of your body. And as you exhale, we're going to fold forward and down. You can rest your forehead on top of the right knee, or maybe place a prop to support the forehead. Just rest your hands on the sides, or if you need to, you can lean on your hands. There's no muscular engagement here, no act of doing. Just surrender, just be. Allow your spine to round and continue to feel the stress on the outer right hip. Where can you soften? Where can you be more compassionate to your body? Just notice the sensation on the hips. Notice how it feels good to release the lower back, the middle back. Notice where else you feel sensation. And watch the sensation. Allow the sensation to blossom and allow it to leave your body. Notice that cycle. The same cycle that goes on with our feelings, with our thoughts. They come, we experience it, and then they just go. Take an inhale. Slowly place the hands in front of you. We'll roll ourselves up. Can you place your left hand on top of the right knee, the right hand behind you? Slowly gaze towards the right shoulder. Come into this twist only if it feels good. Just relax, just soften. Take an inhale. As you exhale, can you walk your right hand on the right side? You can bend the right elbow, lift the left arm up. We'll side bend towards the right side. You can place your left hand behind the left ear. Feel the stretch on the left side of the body. Sometimes we take for granted our presence. Many times we never know Our word, our presence can be such a bright light for others. That smile at the right moment, that pause to listen, that word of encouragement can really change other people's lives. Slowly lift the left arm up, place that left hand beside you, maybe behind you. You can also lean back. When you're ready, we'll gently untangle our legs, we'll step our feet wide apart, and then we'll windshield wiper our knees from side to side. And this time we'll walk our right foot under the left leg. Try to help the left leg so that the left knee is above the right knee. You can lean on your feet to create space for the buttocks. You can support your left knee with props like your bolsters, your blocks. Inhale, lift the arms up. We'll stretch the front of your body. And as you exhale, we're going to fold forward and down. And then we'll rest our forehead on a prop. Rest our arms, our hands beside us, in front of us, wherever it can just rest and relax. And then we relax our feet, our legs, our torso. We soften, we surrender. Notice your breath. Notice how it feels to release tension in your lower back. Notice the grounding. How this practice helps us center Just feel, just notice. Just relax. Take an inhale. Slowly bring the hands, the arms closer to you. Gently place the left hand behind you, the right hand on top of the left knee. We gaze towards the left shoulder. Try to relax your face, try to relax your neck. Notice and feel this rotation for your body. Where are you holding tension unnecessarily? How can you soften parts of your body like the feet, the legs, the groin, the shoulders, the neck, the face? On your next breath, slowly place the left hand beside you. You can bend the left elbow as you swing the right arm up. We side bend towards the left side. You can place the right hand behind the right ear and just relax. Be truthful how you feel. Be compassionate to yourself as you are feeling these strong emotions as a result of the current times, the environment, things we do not understand. Slowly lift the right arm up. Place the hands behind you. You lean back on the hands. And then gently untangle your legs. Step the feet wide apart. And windshield wiper the knees from side to side. And when you're ready, vertebrae by vertebrae, we will make our way to lie down on our back. How does it feel to rest the back on the floor and feel your bones heavy? Can you please bend your knees and hug the knees to your chest? Can you bring the arms out to the sides like a letter T and gently allow the knees to come down on the right side? You can gaze towards the ceiling or towards the left shoulder. We come into this reclined twist. Try to use as much support as you need. You can place props under the knees or in between the knees. Notice your breath. Notice the body. Notice the peace that you have been able to cultivate in your mind and heart. Notice the sensations. How does it feel if you bring your knees higher or maybe lower below the hips? How does it feel if you bring your arms up overhead? Maybe grab opposite elbows. It's good to really take time to engage in activities that allow us to ground, to reboot, to reset, to do a sanity check. Just really check in on ourselves. Many times we ask people we meet, how are you? But how many times do we ask ourselves, how are you? Do we do that checkpoint on our well-being? A lot of times we look at our phones, we look at the battery. Do we still have battery? When we are on the road, we look at the gauges, the signs on our dashboard. How many times do we also check in on these indicators of our being? How happy are we? What is our energy level? Do we need to rest more? Do we need to make adjustments? Do we need to pivot? Do we need to release, let go? Are we struggling too much? Is it self-imposed, or are we victims of our work, of our lives? How much control do we have of our environment? Maybe these things we really cannot change, but we can bring balance to our lives. We can try to manage ourselves. That is what is within our control. Slowly bring the arms beside you. We'll gently bring the knees Back to center. We'll hug the knees to our chest. You can place the props on the left side because we'll bring our knees over to the left side. Do this slowly. Again, be kind and compassionate to your body. Notice where it feels good to give your legs more support. The bones, the knees. Arms can be out on the sides, where you can explore how it feels to bring your arms up. Maybe hold the wrists. You can gaze towards the ceiling, or maybe towards the left elbow. And just let go. Breathe out all of those things that you can no longer process. All of those emotions that can get overwhelming. There's so much sadness, so much suffering around us, that as we're able to draw out the best of us, the peace within us, we will be better able to gather that energy that we can share. Even just through our mind, through our intention, through our hearts, through our faithful prayers and hopeful intentions, we can direct healing energy to those who are suffering, those who need us to share this energy that connects us together. We offer up even our own personal struggles for all of these people who need our energy. We direct healing energy to those who are struggling, not just in their minds, not just with daily troubles, but really struggling to fight for their lives. In that way, us being able to practice yoga, being here on our mats, make us very, very fortunate and lucky. We are truly blessed with our lives, with our bodies, with our heartbeat, our breath. Thankful for all of these blessings. These reminders that whatever is wrong around us, despite all of the suffering and sadness, there are also so much more good things happening around us. Miracles, graces, victories, acts of kindness and compassion being shared to help the evolution of our human race. Slowly bring the arms beside you. We'll gently Bring our knees back to center. We'll hug our knees to our chest as a gesture of loving kindness. And when you're ready, just extend your legs. Rest the arms beside you. Face your palms up. We'll rest our tissues. We'll rest our mind, our heart, our lungs. We'll allow our body to heal in our Savasana. Slowly bring awareness back. Gently introduce movements to your fingers and toes. Rotate your wrists, rotate your ankles. Can you gently bring your arms up overhead? Bring the legs together, point the toes. Allow your rib cage to flare and give yourself a nice long stretch. And then can you bend your knees and hug the knees to the chest? Can you bring your left arm up? Allow the knees to come down on your left side. Allow your spine to round. And when you're ready, use your right hand. Slowly push your body and come up. We come into our seated position, how we started. We are valuable as we are. We are perfect souls, fully deserving of love and happiness. Thank you for allowing me to serve you. The light in me bows down to the light in you. I wish you all an abundance of health, wealth, happiness, peace, love, joy, all the good things to flow into your lives, into your hearts, into your homes. Thank you very much. Namaste.